Miami fans, if you love the ACC and you love the nation, at least want to keep up to date, you lock it in here. Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. We preview all the big games, and you got to check out my top 25 that actually makes sense. And check it out. I got a lot of criticism for it, and then I came back with a reaction piece in which you will see me almost break down in tears. That's all I'm going to say. That's a tease. Check it out. All right, Cam, we've got JT Sounds, who is asking, Cam, if things don't go well Saturday night, are we going to see more of a rotation out of the offensive line?
It depends on how the offensive line does. You know, if the offensive line is not the cause for the problems, then why would you rotate? You know, if they are the cause for the problem, then I think that we could see a rotation even during Saturday's game. But that's dependent on the actual formation of the game. You know what I mean? If if it's like the 88 Fiesta Bowl where the quarterback throws 7 interceptions or something like that. It's like Steven or Nathan Peterman when he played for Buffalo. If he's just throwing the ball to the other team, but the pocket is clean and he didn't get hit and there's space in the running game and things like that, is that really indicative of the offensive line not doing their job? You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of speculation, obviously, to see what would happen, but it needs to be really talked about the way in which the game actually unfolded before you really kind of look at that thing. But I'm good. And pivoting off of that question, I'm good with sticking with the entire depth chart being for this game what it was for the opener. Nobody really did anything to play themselves out of a starting job. Not this early, not against a North Carolina, not considering that Miami's not going to play a team with the talent that Florida has on the roster for the rest of the season in the regular season. So, yeah, I'm good with the offensive line sticking the way that it was. I'm good with all the rotations and all the starting spots being what they were. But to answer your question directly, it really depends on how the offensive line performs in this game to really evaluate and talk about potentially switching things up, moving it either on Saturday or moving into the future.
Nice Guy TV, former DeAndre Clemson fan, but loves the ACC, will watch any college football, talks it up all the time. And he's asking, is Miami and North Carolina going to cover the over in the game? I don't know what the over is. I don't know that Cam's a big betting guy either. I know it's 5.5 on the point spread.
Well, it opened at 5.5. It got bet up to 6. And then, hold on, I'm on this website right now. But, okay, so the line is down to 4 across the board. And the over-under started at 51. Now it's down to 47.5 across the board.
I wish I would have jumped in on that.
Yeah, so people, I mean, if you can't tell what was going on, at first people bet Miami to win. So the line went up from 5.5 to 6. And then it's come down to 4, so a 2-point swing in the last couple of days. So the money is really going hard on North Carolina. And I think from the beginning, the money has been hard on the under of that. If you caught it at 51, I would say you feel comfortable on the under. At 47.5, I mean, 27-20 is under. 28-20 is not under. 27-21 is not under. I would say, I would have felt more comfortable if you caught it at opening at 51 for the over-under. At 47.5, I'm not comfortable at all just because I don't think that North Carolina's defense is that good. And I think that there's going to be the opportunity for Miami to capitalize on some of the plays that they left on the field in Orlando against Florida. And, I'm going to say that they're going to hit that they're going to go over that number. If it were, my evaluation, my expert opinion is that the game is going to go over 47.5.
And for those of you that don't understand the betting game, there's probably I'm just throwing out a number, but I'm guessing it's within a couple percentage points. There's a probably 5% chance that it matters whether the game's 4.5 or 5.5. Let's say you take Miami and they win by 14. Obviously, that point differential did not matter. Or North Carolina upsets Miami, or they only lose by 3 instead of. But Vegas is playing the percentages over long periods of time using scads of information over scads of games. So that half a point, 1 point, it matters enough to tip the scales that 3% of the time, 5% of the time that it matters to them. It may not matter to you, but then it comes into play many times, obviously.